Welcome to the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. I am Mike. That is Ryan. I was daydreaming while this trailer was going on in the background. I forgot to get my bong ready. But cheers. Hit it if you got it. Smoke them if you got them.
What's up, dipshits? Happy Sunday night. What's happening, everybody? So, trailer for what? What are we watching trailers for?
What up? What up?
A lot of shit coming down. What do you say? You said right before the pod, you mean the Civil War movie, that movie that just came out?
Yeah, the Civil War movie.
It was out this weekend, right?
I don't know when it's out.
Is it me? Or is Kirsten Dunst like crazy old looking now?
Dude, she's old. We're all old. When we were watching her on TV, we were her age, weren't we?
I think she might be just about my age, if not younger than me. But I feel like she looks way older than me. Like in this movie, Civil War that we're talking about, that I believe came out on Thursday night or Friday in theaters. A24 is like making crazy movies now. It's like
Oh, she's older than me. Yeah, she's 41.
So she's younger than me even. She's 2 years younger than me, dude.
She's older than me.
I don't know. I got a lot of bright light on my face right now, so it probably blurs out a lot of my wrinkles, but I don't feel like she looks that young at all. She looks like 50 in this movie. But anyway, so what is it about? It's about if we actually go to Civil War now. Is that what
Texas and California band together to create a union to separate from the United States.
Texas and California?
Yes.
You know that's bullshit.
Why?
That would never happen.
Why?
Texas and California forming a union?
But you're thinking of the wrong thing. You're like, oh, they don't agree on anything. Why would they want to do that? They don't agree on anything. They're two of the biggest economies in the United States. They don't technically need the United States. So if they formed a union together,
but ideologically,
yes,
they would not work.
However, you're forgetting that the cities in California don't. California's a big state, and there's a lot of red in California.
But there's
just
a lot
like New York.
And there's a lot of money. You're right, and there's a lot of money in Texas. Texas could have its own military if it wanted to, right? Okay, I got it, right? But in the only way that this would work out, and I haven't seen the movie, so I don't even know if this is spoiling it or not. I'm just guessing this.
No, I did not see the earthquake memes.
Mad earthquake memes.
I didn't see any.
Mad earthquake memes. Anyway, of course there'd be earthquake memes 5 minutes after an earthquake, but we'll get to that in a second. But what I'm saying is, like, if they did, right, form some sort of alliance, right, it would be quickly broken apart as soon as the war is over, and they'd become two separate countries. Like, they would not exist as one country. It would be the Republic of Texas and the Communist Republic of fucking of California.
Sorry, I'm laughing. The one chair falls over. We will rebuild.
Yo, it was some of those videos were pretty crazy. The guy on the construction site with the rebar. Did you see that with all the fucking rebar shaking at the top of the construction site? That was scary. That was crazy. That was pretty crazy.
I didn't even.
You didn't even know
it. So I thought I was dizzy. Like I was working outside, and I was picking up cable or running cable, and I was like, "Am I dizzy?" Huh. And I thought nothing of it. Then I continued to work, and then everyone in the neighborhood started coming out of their houses and yelling at us. "What'd you guys do? You're setting up for this movie. You're running power. Did something explode? Did you do something wrong? What's going on?" And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Did they apologize when they realized it was a natural disaster?
No, they just went about their day. No, they did no apologies.
It wasn't a New York earthquake. Can I be corrected now that I live outside of New York? Can I be corrected? It wasn't a New York earthquake. It was a New Jersey earthquake that was felt as far as New York City and Pennsylvania. People said they felt it in Philly, right? Like
it originated in Jersey, but we felt it in New York.
The aftershocks, though. They're talking about aftershocks.
Yeah, I didn't feel the aftershocks. That's a good one. It's true. That's ready to go.
I mean,
now.
Isn't this like if it happens one place, it happens right there. There was a earthquake in Taiwan, correct?
I don't know what this says. I don't know why I even clicked it.
I don't know what that is. There was an earthquake in Taiwan, right? Recently, yes. And opposite side of the planet, aren't we? Or isn't like New Jersey like the opposite polar opposite end of the planet almost? Like you could draw a straight line through the planet and end up in Taiwan.
I don't know if that's entirely true, but like this shit got scary. Imagine driving and that just happens. Holy
Yeah, this earthquake's almost double though the intensity.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Like
I mean,
this
that's
is
okay. We just live in parts of the world where the ground could just like betray us, right?
yeah,
Like
for real.
That's fucking crazy. I think we watched this last podcast. Are there any? Pull up a crazy short from the New York City earthquake.
Shaking
I'll
very
get there.
violently. All the motorcycles outside
I
our
don't care about
house
you
top.
ladies. Sorry, I do care. I love you. You're beautiful. I'm moving on.
We seen these already. We
No,
watched
I
these.
know. Not all of them. We watched one of them.
No, not all of them. That pool I saw, and I'm
Where
pretty
is
sure
it?
I saw it on our pod. I
Here
think.
it is.
Oh man, this is from the top of the fucking.
You ready for this?
The lady
Ready for this?
statue. Damn, yeah.
It's not that bad.
It could be the wind, like. But if it's stationary all the time and you see that happen out of nowhere, yeah, that's earthquake. That all the camera shaking is nuts. There was some footage that I saw at the top of a construction site that looked bugged out, and I was like, that freaked me out. I'd be freaking out at the top of that thing.
Stay up.
Nothing collapsed, right? Did you hear about anything collapsing? No, right?
No.
Everything pretty much stood up.
No.
That's nuts.
I'm just enjoying my coffee. I didn't see. Oh, there it is. You fucked up my haircut. It's not my fault, ma'am. Or sir.
That guy said earthquake. He knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're biologically attuned to know what an earthquake is, right?
We learned about it in school. When the earth shakes, it's an earthquake. I mean, come on, guys.
When you feel it, like, because everybody else, a lot of people were confused and said, "I thought something blew up. I thought
Well,
there
yeah,
was
no,
a
but
fucking
because
bomb."
you're not. If we live in areas that get earthquakes once every 20 years or once a couple of decade, once the last one we had, I was working in Bay Ridge. That was 12 years ago.
It's 2011, and I think I was in Manhattan somewhere. I think somewhere near Rockefeller Center. I think it was like 35 Rock, not 45 Rock.
I wonder if the earthquake's gonna fuck up his
40 Rock.
G chord. Oh, it did.
It'd be funny if he hit the string and he popped the string when it happened. Like,
Why is his hand up? Why is he doing that?
He thinks everything's under control. He's not too concerned about it.
He's deflecting. He's using the force. It's supposed to be reassuring, like he's got it all under control, but I don't know. You can't control an earthquake. That's nobody's fault, really. When that shit happens, it's like.
I think I need to start cutting carbs. I need to drop my belly fat.
But this is the thing. Like, I think the one back in 2011 was like light. Like, it was under a 3. And this one was like almost a 5, right?
A 4 point something. Yeah, hold on. What was it? 2011 earthquake.
It was in the Atlantic. It wasn't even on shore.
No.
But this one was on shore. It was in New Jersey, right? Like deep.
Well, yes, the one we felt in New York it started in Virginia, and it was bigger. It was a 5.8, almost a 6.
Oh shit! But what we felt was lighter.
But the reason why we felt it from so far away is because of how powerful it was.
That's crazy, dude. That's like, imagine like bombs go off, and if you're 100 miles away, you may not know a bomb went off.
Look at the area it affected. Look how big this map is right here.
God damn! Wow, they all felt that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Boston felt it.
We forget how little we are in this giant planet.
Until an earthquake goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it just like wipes mad shit out. But it didn't wipe anything out. Like, this is a near miss. This is a success, but there's definitely buildings with cracks in it right now. That's got to be fucking. They got to catch that shit. You know.
That's crazy that you felt it all the way in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Baltimore because like if you put a dot in that spot in New Jersey and you drew a circle, everybody in that circle all had news reports of feeling it with camera footage of shaking. So I'm not surprised. DC, Baltimore,
And
Philly,
like,
Philly felt it. I know Philly felt it. They said
what do you do? And that's what if you get hit with a big one? What do you
you
actually do?
okay. This is what I heard from California from back in the day, and I'm probably wrong. They say to stand in an
Never
archway.
listen to us. Never.
They say to stand in an archway, I think, or get the hell out of the structure. You know what I mean? But if you're in a structure and it's in risk of collapsing, being in a doorway, I think is supposed to be the safest place in the earthquake.
This sentence is kind of funny. According to geologists, one won't die in a small earthquake, and one won't be able to escape from a big one. Great advice, guys.
The inevitable, like hazards of nature.
You know how you
It's just
survive an
gonna happen.
earthquake?
Don't be around for one.
Get in a helicopter.
Yeah, or an airplane.
Well, the airplane has to take off from a ground that's shaking.
Didn't they do that in one of those movies? Didn't that happen in
It's
like?
a movie. A helicopter just goes straight up. Goodbye.
Okay.
So like,
All right.
save
Yeah,
up
the
all your
helicopter.
money, and instead of buying an RV, you buy a helicopter.
Yeah, because being in the ocean is sort of bad for an earthquake too, right? Just in case tsunami, right?
Yes. Theoretically,
You
if you're
don't
deep
want to
enough
be
in the ocean, you won't feel the
fine.
tsunami.
Yeah.
Unless it's a 200-foot high tsunami, which
Like,
is world ending.
But you don't feel them even that far out. You know that, right? That you just go over them slow.
Mm-hmm.
If you're even in a cruise ship or even a small vessel, you don't even feel it. You just feel this, and it's slight, and then it goes down. But once that thing comes to shore, it rolls. It sucks all the water in. That's why the shoreline disappears, and then a wallop of like fucking 100-foot wall of water just takes out 6 miles.
You can get a helicopter for as much as Actually, you can get a helicopter for less than a house. You can get a helicopter for like 150 to 200 grand.
I would not. That sounds like a jalopy of a helicopter, though.
Well, I mean, it's not a friggin' Blackhawk.
All right, yeah, you got that helicopter. You got that pilot though on the regular.
No, you're the pilot. You're the pilot.
You have to fucking learn how to fucking pilot that shit. So that's a couple of years of helicopter school to learn how to fucking fly that shit. There's like a whole license that has to go with that. You got to get like fucking like an aviator's license.
If Bill Burr can do it, so can we.
I mean, he's not the only one like famous person who's also a helicopter pilot. Well, actual airline pilots, like wasn't John Travolta a pilot?
I was gonna say John Travolta is a pilot. Yes.
Yeah, among other people, I think Harrison Ford actually crashed a plane, Han Solo style. A lot of people don't talk about.
I remember that story.
Harrison Ford crashed a plane, Han Solo style, into a golf course, and got up and got out of a plane crash. He survived the plane crash. No, I think he's not the only celeb who did that too, who like crashed the plane and survived, not died. Rest in peace, Kobe.
There's the plane.
Speaking about helicopters.
Wow. Too soon.
You know, but Harrison Ford got out of that shit. There's a scene, I think, in Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade where he's like in an airplane like this and it gets taken out by birds or some shit.
Isn't that what happened to him in real life?
This might have happened with this. I don't know. I'm making this up. We're dipshits. We're dipshits. We don't know. I don't know. But I know he crashed the plane.
It was caused by a loose engine part.
That is so fucking sick, dude. Like, art imitates life like that. It's not.
So, like, have you? I flew a plane before, as I've said on the podcast before. My wife got me from Groupon, which is hilarious when you think about it. But like when I landed the plane, the guy basically was like, "You basically turn off the engine and then crash land." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're
in that kind of plane.
You're landing on wheels, but you're turning off the engine and letting nature and gravity, not nature, but gravity and do the rest."
And the air displacement.
Yeah,
you're letting the wings do the work.
Yes,
at that point.
And he's like, "It's basically, yes, you're turning off the engine and crashing, basically, but not crashing, but crashing."
Yeah. And you slow down, and you slow down before that, right? And that's the finish.
Yes.
The finish.
Yes.
That's not like is that like a Cessna? Is that a Cessna or is it like
no? A Cessna is a much bigger plane.
So this is just a regular single engine plane.
Single engine prop plane. That's what I flew. Mine was a little bigger. The cockpit was bigger.
Those things can be dangerous. They do tricks with those.
Well,
those prop planes.
I told the story where I got nauseous and sick in it because the guy's like, oh, you want to feel something 10 times stronger than King the Ka from Six Flags? I'm like, sure. He goes, pull back on the thing until you get to 8,000 feet or whatever it is, maybe a little higher, and then go down as hard as you can to 5,000, but like in a second.
Free dive.
And I did it, and I almost passed out. And he's like, woof, I thought I lost you for a second there. Are you okay? And I got nauseous. I turned white. I thought I was going to throw up on the plane. He opened a window for me. In the plane, we opened a window. It's kind of funny. And then we land. He's like, I got worried about you for a second there. He goes, let me ask you a question. Did you eat anything for breakfast? I'm like, no, I'm on an empty stomach. He goes, that's why. You got nauseous. Your body, all that acid came up.
Yeah, and you shouldn't drink a coffee and do that either. You should eat a full breakfast and eat 2 edibles. And you would have seen all if you ate edibles, secret edibles, like and you flew that plane, you'd be seeing Mario coins like bling 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 for all the maneuvers that you're doing. You're like corkscrew like bling 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 bling. That's pretty sick though. But the thing is, you do have the experienced pilot who does pull the controls when need be, like in occasions like that.
What is this that you sent me?
This is one of the many internet weirdos that just pop up in my algorithm, and I just start following them. Just read the name of this person. It's Dario Fashion Blogger, right? This guy's name's Dario. I don't know how, or Dario. I don't know how serious he's taking himself, but it seems he's serious, and he has a lot of followers. I mean, 81,000 followers is sort of impressive for this guy.
Oggi vi insegno a usare correttamente un'altalena. Ci si siede sull'altalena e si spinge col bacino con le gambe lentamente fino a divertirsi. Mi raccomando, non spingersi troppo, se no si cade. Oggi vi insegno a usare correttamente.
What?
He does in English too, but.
Oggi vi insegno la differenza tra direttore e vice direttore. Il direttore è quello che comanda, il vice direttore comanda anche lui, però un po' meno. Comunque ascoltateli tutti e due. Oggi vi insegno la differenza.
I don't get it.
You gotta look at the hold on. That one. This one. The one with the workout shit. Yeah. Any one of them.
Parkour.
This guy's neck doesn't move, I don't think.
Wait, you see a neck?
I mean, or lack thereof.
Parkour.
He almost didn't even nail the landing.
He almost didn't. Look at another one. Put another one with the workout clothes, with the tracksuit. That one. Yeah, let's go.
Parkour.
What the fuck? Dude.
Parkour.
Oh my god. His knees, dude. His knees. I thought he was going to blow
his knees on that one.
Put that last one on. I think he goes, if you want to do this, do this. That was one of the ones that I saw. I think, that one.
Parkour.
Oh my god. It's again. This guy loves parkour. Let's look at his maneuvers. This guy is like some sort of athlete.
I'm telling you, he should teach it. You should definitely start teaching parkour.
This guy needs a sponsor. Let's look at some of his fashion. Fucking
Pantalone panna dal tono regale, maglioncino azzurro molto elegante che esalta le forme, braccialettini come se piovesse. E voilà, Romualdo, il tuo principe delle feste. Ehi, dolce pupetta, lo sai che sembri Fantaghirù? Vorresti vivere una favola d'amore con me?
What?
I am dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded. This guy is into he's into his fashion.
Not only are you dumbfounded,
yes,
but I feel like a dipshit for watching it.
No, I'm saying I follow this guy hard now. It's stupid, but I like stupid.
The funniest reaction to a nut kick I've ever seen.
I mean, but that's the thing, right? And I'm not even. I'm talking about. Time. Spin, low blow.
No coaching, guys.
Oh my god! Let's do it to the dick.
Spinning kick to the dick.
Direct connection.
Oh.
Oh. That motherfucker. Oh, good shot, fucking dude. Oh.
Is that real that they didn't add that?
Yeah, because it's at the apex. There's nobody there. There's nobody there, so it's like
this was during COVID.
It might be later. They're wearing Venom, so COVID. They still had Reebok on. No,
I don't know. I think so.
Oh my god! Fucking boss.
Cut the
But he's keeping it real. He got kicked in the balls, and
yeah.
I just say,
get your 5 minute. Get your 5 minute timeout. Get your 5 minute timeout in that case. That was a nut shot.
I think most guys on the planet have felt the pain of being kicked in the balls.
Yeah, hard to.
However,
yeah,
not most guys. I have one up on you guys. I'm sorry. Not most guys knows what it's like to get kicked in the balls by a professional fighter. And I have the clout to say that I got kicked in the balls. I just realized this. I have the clout to say I got kicked in the balls by a professional fighter.
Dude, that is yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty hardcore. That's pretty fucking hardcore.
I'm gonna find him too. Let me see his record. Hold on.
And you're gonna show us, and be like, and you're gonna show me, and you're gonna tell me, you'll be like, this guy blasted me in the dick while we were sparring. Was it an accident or did he go?
It was an accident.
All right,
absolutely accident.
Joe, sometimes the accidental ones, not the intentional ones, the accidental ones, because somebody's going full force for something else. And going that kind of force into a fucking dick shot is like looking to end somebody's lineage. You're looking to end somebody's like biological, like their family tree. That's a whole branch that's pruned. You know what I mean? With a fucking dick shot like that, this guy should get nuts. You know, like the guy who got bite of the night bonus. That dude. A dick blast like that should get a dick blast bonus, like a $5,000 dick blast bonus, right? I mean, maybe more. 5,000's a little chumpy, right?
How do I share this without showing everyone his fucking profile name?
Can't you Google him and wiki him?
Maybe.
Yeah, I would just wiki, bro. Wiki, because who knows if any of that information is real.
Well, no, he's a friend of mine on Facebook.
Oh, I know that's real. But I'm just saying the validity of Wikipedia. Don't people just put lies on Wikipedia sometimes? Or is that something I don't know about that I'm getting wrong? Correct me, Mike. What say you?
What say me?
Isn't Wikipedia like editable?
That
Editable.
dude.
Ooh. Punch or kick?
Kick.
Oof.
Inside
Now,
leg kick. Inside leg kick to the ball. Oh, this is back in the day. This is like right before the tryouts. He's this guy.
With the Pharaoh. Didn't we watch him kickbox?
We probably went to one of his fights.
We went to a Muay Thai fight and
Yes,
watched him fight.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
The Muay Thai with the music. You remember?
Yes,
Muay Thai with the music.
That's with the music. Yes.
Much recommended. Much recommended. It really does bring an ambiance to the fight.
These are guys I used to train with.
Yeah, him kicking you in the nuts, and I watched a Muay Thai fight. But I think he lost that fight, didn't he? Lose that fight?
He did.
But he took a fucking shot. Didn't he take a liver shot or something? That took him out.
Like most people in the combat sports world, he has his own demons. I don't know if he's fighting anymore. I don't know if he's still competing. But he kicked me in the balls, and it was not fun. I went down. They're like, Mike, you gotta get up. It's the fight team tryouts. You gotta get up. And I'm like, I was kicked in the balls. I do not have to get up. I was like, give me a minute, because they didn't see it was a nut shot. Because it looked like an inside leg kick, but it hit the cup. Like as it passed to hit my leg, it hit the cup.
In these like sanctioned fights and in sparring, wearing a cup is great and all, but it really doesn't like stop all of that momentum. You know what I mean? It helps. But in real life, when you're not walking around with a codpiece, because who besides Batman walks around with a fucking codpiece? Well, Batman needs to walk around with a codpiece, right? You figure, right? Like someone like Batman
built in the suit.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, so's Iron Man's. Iron Man needs a fucking dick plate because he doesn't have like a special powers.
But
to absorb a shot from a super person.
If the weakness on the iron suit was the
but if Captain America got like punched in the nuts, he'd survive it. Like because he's like a super person.
But what happens if he gets hit in the nuts with Thor's hammer?
Ooh, I think he's getting up eventually.
Eventually, what? Like,
a couple hours later. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean. Thor could probably withstand taking a shot from his own hammer, right? Because it's his own hammer.
That sounded strangely sexual.
With the hammer reference, right?
So what happens in this video? Let's see.
What?
It's gonna explode? Oh. Implode. How? What the hell did he do? What did he do? Or what did whoever took
It's some sort of compressor, I think. It's some sort of like compressor, and there was a failure in the compressor. But that was like you thought one thing was gonna happen, right? I sent it to you, and your reaction was I got a good one out of you. Was like you were expecting it to explode or to get hose somebody down or something like that.
Yeah.
Or flip. Or that he was gonna back out and flip. That's what the three things that everybody else thinks.
I thought it was going to explode because he was still not in the driver's seat yet.
But the opposite happened. It imploded. That should freak me out. A little bit like the primal instinct in me was like, ooh, ghosts. And then I was like, no science, it's a compressor. This thing just collapsed on itself because it was probably like a failure in the it was turned up too high or something. Ooh, what's this?
What's he doing? Oh, I thought I was going to hit him. I don't trust myself near something like that.
It got him eventually.
He thought he was going to grab on and go flying, but the force from that's you're just going to get tossed. Do you remember this kid? Oh, wait, you didn't really hang out at Madison, and you were older than me, and this kid was younger than me, so he's way out of your
my age range.
Yeah. I went to Warped Tour one day, and this kid Aaron I went to high school with was there, and I'm like, yo, what? He's cut up. He has Band-Aids all over his face and like cut like he hit glass or like he was dragged.
Burns like he went through a window. Like he went through a window.
Burns on his arms.
Burns on his arms.
What the fuck happened to you? He goes, I was on Flatbush Avenue and I kicked the bus. It's like, how does that happen if you're kicking the bus? He goes, the bus was moving.
And he kicked it
He kicked a bus that was moving, and it caused him to like go flying, basically.
into something. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Wow.
So he
What a
fell,
dick.
like tumbled. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I was
Oh,
running to catch
man.
the bus, and the guy didn't wait for me. So as I was going, I kicked the side of it, and like the space where the doors open hit the side of my foot and I went flying. And I'm like,
I remember many a stunt like that in high school that I watched people pull. I had a friend of mine, I will not name him, he lives a very clean life now. But he fucking grabbed on to the railing, the handrails, at the top of the subway in the back of the car, and did like a swinging kick into the back window and kicked the back window out while we were driving over the Manhattan Bridge I think on the B train, the original B train.
wow.
Yeah, and the thing just disappeared. The fucking glass panel just disappeared. I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
With one kick, but he threw himself into that because he swung himself from the bar. He had long ass legs. He was taller than most of us back then. So he had like a little bit of like a leg swing, and he fucking kicked the panel out.
Jesus. This reminds me. So
I thought he was actually going to do something impressive.
learning physics is always fun. This always reminds me of a story before we get to the next video, but I have it ready on standby. So in junior high school, was it junior high school or was it freshman year of high school? Whatever. Someone attempted to bully me, and this was after I spent junior high school mostly getting bullied and swore.
Wait, where are you, Mike? I can't see you. Where are you? You're behind the comments, Mike.
So
Oh, there you are.
So
I see you now.
I vowed when I moved from Queens to Brooklyn, I vowed to never get bullied again. And like I met a few friends. I met a crazy Italian kid named Larry. I met a few rocker kids. Not rocker. I was a rocker kid, but I'm saying that's the group they were too.
The clique they were too. Gotcha.
Because in our high school, everyone hung out with everyone. Anyway, so vowed not to get bullied anymore. Make a bunch of friends and whatnot. And then I'm going to school, and this kid like tried to bully me. Like he like tried to stop me as I was walking and try to like say something. Like I guess the correct term was the kid tried to press me.
Press you, yes. I remember pressing people. Or people trying to press me.
And I basically was like, yo, move your fucking hands and get out of my fucking way. And he's like, all right, I'll see you after school. And I'm like, see you then, buddy. See you then. Like I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna take shit. And then I never saw him again. And then it might have been another few altercations later on, actually, that year about stupid things, though. But it was stupid shit. Long story short, I read a newspaper article, and my grandma told me about it, like 6 months later, about two kids that were subway surfing and riding the top of the train cars.
Yeah.
And one of them gets killed because they didn't understand physics and how these things work, and he got thrown from the train. It was that kid.
Derp.
It was that kid.
I watched somebody run like a treadmill on a fucking subway as it started, and then jumped off onto the awning of the train station that we climbed over a wall. We climbed over a concrete wall. Okay, you used to be able to hop, but not the turnstile. You used to be able to hop the fare on the N line in Brooklyn by Bay Parkway, and you would be able to go to these apartment buildings, one of which I used to live in when I was a very small kid. But then when we moved into the house, like I only went back there in junior high school and high school, and I remembered that you used to see the subway from the back of these, and you hop it and then climb down the fence next to the staircase, and you'd be on the platform. And there was no barbed wire or like spike fencing until much later, until like the late 90s, early 2000s, they started doing that. But you used to be able to get away with doing this. So you'd be on the top awning of the N train because it'd be open air in the middle, because you know how the N train is like sort of entrenched. It's not like a subway. It's out in the open, like, but not elevated.
Yeah.
And my buddy, while the train started doing a running start on the train backwards. While the train was going one way, he was going the other, and then hopped off when there was like a car and a half left. He jumped and everything.
Wow.
Like from car to car. Well, but he was level with us, dude. It got intense. He started dump, 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 dump. Like his feet kept going faster, and he was short, dude. And my friend, my buddy, let's call him B, right? My buddy B was a shorter dude, so he started running fast, quick, and he hopped off the roof of the end train, and it was one of the most intense things that I've seen to that point. And we got in trouble with these kids a lot.
I remember I once dared a kid to run over and touch the third rail. And he runs over and touches the third rail, and nothing happens. And I was like,
the circuit's not complete. That's because
I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And I run over and I touch the third rail, and nothing happens. And now that I know electricity, I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking stupid.
Does the train need to be close by for that to happen?
The train needs to be close by, and if I touch the third rail and touch another piece of metal, I'm fucking dead.
Zip.
That's
if
why.
If you touch the inside rail and the third rail at the same time, which is very easy to do, zip zap, right? Zip 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 zap zip zip zip. Cook. You smell cooking, like something. You smell cooking when that happens. If you've ever been by somebody who's gotten zapped or arced from like a box, like a fucking junction box, or like an outlet, even it smells like burnt hair is one thing, but there's a back smell on that too. That's your flesh that had gotten instantaneously cooked because there was an arc going through your body that was hotter than the sun for a split second. Do you
understand this comment? Because I don't understand this comment.
No, as I said back in the day, they said like 43 BC.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Why? It's because I could grow a very good mustache. It's because I'm old enough to have a mature man's mustache. Is that why? It's not the wrinkles, right? Am I showing wrinkles? I know my double chin a little bit, though.
No, but we dated ourselves before we were talking about the generation.
43 BC was a good year.
I don't know. I really liked 33 BC.
That was like the height of Rome, wasn't it?
You know, what's with these videos that have these awesome songs and shit, but like...
They want to keep your attention. I think this guy's method is a little choppy.
We get flagged for these songs, though.
But let's just see like how he's doing this. Like, he already poked a hole in the window. He dumped all his fuel in, and now he's lighting a match. Oh, bro.
If you're going to be an arson, understand how fire works.
It shot at him like a cannon. Yeah, all the gas escaped in the one tunnel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You created like a rocket almost.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass.
Really, it's like a jet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he fucking took it to the face.
To the face.
This guy's fuck this guy. Man, fuck it. Revenge. Revenge is so sweet. And then he took a Hadouken to the face.
Imagine going to jail. And it's like, okay, so how do you know it is this suspect? He's just sitting there with no hair on his face.
Looking like Doc Brown went through a fucking chimney. This guy just took a Hadouken to the face and tried to get revenge. This is why it's not worth it. This is why revenge isn't worth it sometimes. Look, this is karma in action. This because he poked a little hole. He should have broke the whole window. Like he's an idiot. This guy's not a real arson. Obviously, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, not even that. You got to make a bigger hole, yes, but you need to like move your head away. Like you throw the.
I would have saved some of that fuel and lit the door on fire
not even
too.
That, but look how many seconds he throws it in. Play. He's already there too long. You gotta move faster than that. You don't throw it in and watch. Throw it in.
He was like looking at. He was looking in to see what happened. Right? What an idiot. He picked his head up. His hair's still on fire. No, that slow-mo is priceless. Yo, the blast. He just got blasted in the face.
He'll never have eyebrows again.
Oh, my God. He'll never have fucking nose hairs again. Yo, I don't know if he has eyelashes. Yo, I don't know if he has eyelashes. That's it. It's done, dude. It's done. He's gonna look like Freddy Krueger. This guy's gonna look like Freddy Krueger.
He is Freddy Krueger. All right. So what's going on, bro?
Baltimore Key Bridge.
Another one
got hit. Then that same day, I-480 bridge was burnt down.
No, not the same day. No way.
That's what I'm saying. I need fact checks from you sometimes. I send you this shit for fact.
I-80 bridge. Check. Hold on. I-80. This says the I-80 bridge. I-40 bridge.
I-40 bridge.
It says the same day. The I-40 bridge happened in 2020, 2002. Sorry, it happened in 2002. Same day.
Did it happen on the same day? Historically, like 20-something years apart.
May 26th.
Oh, that's bullshit. What's wrong with people? Why did they post this shit that I have?
When did
that I am then compelled to send you?
When did the other bridge happen?
Obviously you
now.
Oh, why is this guy so loud?
Oklahoma bridge was hit, but the only difference about the Oklahoma bridge is that they just did damage. They couldn't knock the bridge down. Isn't it mighty strange that bridge after bridge after bridge is getting attacked? This never happened ever before in history. Bridges getting damaged back to back.
Well, you remember all the train crashes we had in that like 2-month period of time?
It's a lack of upholding infrastructure and like keeping it, maintained and up to date.
Hold on. What did you send me here? What's the elephant gonna do? What's happening?
Just because from last week, last episode, we had that murderous elephant thing, right?
Well, do you remember? Do you remember the story of the elephant that trampled the Indian woman, then came back to trample the Indian woman's funeral?
Yeah.
And trample the Indian woman's corpse again? What did that Indian woman do to that elephant?
This is Elephants Gone Wild, Elephants Strike Back, whatever you want to call it. This is the Great Elephant War. We're going to be at war with elephants. They're fed up with us.
That's literally like, okay. I kill my enemy. I go to his funeral and I shoot his dead body again.
That's sick, dude.
That's what elephant did.
Dude, that's got to be in a movie. Like, Robert Rodriguez needs to put that in a movie. You know? Like...
he got slapped by an elephant.
Nailed. Oh, he got clobbered.
Listen to that smack. Listen to it.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Wow.
You know what he said? He said, put some baby powder on my hand.
Dude, that sounded like Sweet Chin music. That sounded like straight up Shawn Michaels kicked him in the face.
Shawn Michaels is dead. But oh damn it! I X'd that out by accident. Oh no!
The elephant's a kid elephant, but the elephant's strong as fuck. Now I think this contraption they used to run horses, so horses like get exercise. It's like a horse treadmill. This kid's trying to race it apparently.
I thought he made it.
This close, dude. This mad close. I was rooting for him. I was rooting for that kid. I was rooting for him. He almost made it. Almost. Oh! Yo, concussed.
Dude, he could have died though.
Dude, I think he got concussed from that. That was a CTE shot. Oh, throwback. We haven't played one of these in a while. Ooh, skid marks. Skid
Those
marks.
were his testicle juices on the fucking floor.
Need a safety
Speaking about
harness.
nut shots.
I'm forklift certified.
That was
Owie.
He flipped. He flipped.
Hey, where's your safety goggles? No, there's no safety goggles.
No, I've seen people. Yeah, no. No. Yeah.
Whoa.
I've seen
Whoa.
people who had safety goggles on and it goes and gets stuck in the safety goggles. I've seen it.
But I've had metal shards get around my safety glasses.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah. I was lucky. Just on my eyelid, it was barbed in my eyelid.
All right, then, Dutch, I guess I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I'll bring the plunger, all right? Oh, yeah, just make sure you got
On the cell phone and driving a forklift with one hand. Gangster.
Smoking a cigarette.
Smoking a cigarette on the cell phone with one hand driving that motherfucker.
Put this thing over here. Okay.
And you're dead. Well, no, now you're dead.
Skid marks. They drew him into a perfect circle. Perfect circle.
A perfect circle. Wait, more elephants?
I'm telling you, there's a war coming.
Ooh.
I felt that in my tailbone, by the way, like how she felt. Oh. Bro. That's a little elephant, man. And that's not full power. That's not full power. I'm telling you.
Are there elephants in this video? California man arrested for allegedly eating a severed leg that he took from a pedestrian who was struck by a train.
Yep.
How can you say allegedly?
That's what happened. You can pull up the story if you want. The story's crazy, dude.
He's on video doing it.
There's a not blurred out version. I don't know. I didn't know if I could send you the not blurred out version. Just casually walking with the leg, started eating it.
Hey,
what the fuck?
Someone had to have just recently, very recently, within minutes before this, had gotten struck by a train. This bum had to have just been there at random. This crackhead, psychotic, schizophrenic, fucking whatever bum had to have just been at the train station when it happened. Jumped, ran, grabbed the leg, and ran away with it. And these are the cops chasing this dude with the leg, and he definitely took a bite out of it. There's a non-blurred out version that I've peeped that I didn't know if we could show or not, where his mouth is on it. But that's a news story, dude. You can look it up. Oh my god!
I watched a non-blurred out video of the one that ate the guy's face when the cops had to shoot him.
Yeah, morally, that's what I'm saying. If I were a police officer, I don't know where my morals would go if I saw a man.
I mean, no, stop.
With a leg and eating a leg. I think I would immediately shoot them in the head. I would have to, just out of just zombie trauma.
Yes.
Like this
zombie
is it.
Trauma.
This
you
is
are
it.
Absolutely correct.
You just nail him in the head. Double tap, pap, pap. 45 right through, blast a fucking fat hole in his head.
I keep a hatchet in my trunk, by the way, because I can't carry guns in New York, so I have a hatchet.
Yeah, hatchet's a good idea.
I don't know if that's legal either, but it's not.
SE makes a pretty good hatchet.
With my camping gear, so you know.
Yeah, it's a camping hatchet. Works great for other things too. I feel like I sent this to you because I feel like we may have showed this, but still.
I think we showed this before.
Epic injuries. Epic injuries. Concussion. On a scooter, though. But on a scooter.
Okay. I have questions about this.
In the news, current events. There are answers. This girl gave answers. You could Google it. I'm telling you, after we watch this, she answered all of those questions, dude.
You getting a double blowjob? Is that what's going on here?
No. No. Spoiler alert. The one that we're looking at, right? The one on the left-hand side is the one who's married. The one on the right-hand side, right?
Yes.
Puts headphones while the other one's going down on hubby.
Yeah, but it's confirmed. Move her head too? Aren't both heads moving?
She knows it's happening. She ignores it. It's traumatizing, though. It's got to be traumatizing. The bottom half, only the other head has the feels for the bottom half. But they could both control separate arms. So she's probably only given a one-handed blowjob.
Hey, sis, my hand's getting a little tired.
Yo, you gotta help me out. This is the legalities. This person could not marry both of them. Do you know that?
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Because of legalities.
Twins is officially married. When Abby and Brittany were born, separation surgery was risky, and doctors said there was little chance both would survive. So the parents kept them together.
So I just want to say I'm fully. I make fun of the situation, but I'm happy for them.
They've survived. They're fully healthy. They're healthy. Yeah, it's crazy. They defy the odds.
Made for an interesting life because the government can't seem to figure out if they're one person or two. They have two separate brains but share their lower half. Brittany controls the left side of her body while Abby controls the right. They have two separate driver's licenses, paid 2 tuitions for college, but they only get paid 1 salary. They've both previously stated they wanted to be moms but haven't thought about how it's going to work.
They're the ones that are throwing off the ratio.
This is the thing, like
no,
you're telling me the second right sister doesn't have giny feelings?
Hold on. Forget that for a second. Hold on. I figured it out. You know how they say there's a pay inequality between men and women?
They only get paid 1 salary. You heard that shit, right?
1 salary between 2 women. So over the whole world average, they fuck up the average.
By the slimmest percent, though.
Damn it! You should just let it be. They're the fault.
They're teachers, I believe, and that's fucked up, right? That's something, yo.
Yeah.
Getting double teacher. Double teacher. No, but the other one doesn't participate. You got to look it up
for many years, but marriage was always a big question mark because the courts couldn't figure out if he married one, which would be legal, or both, which isn't legal. Well, it looks like they figured it out because public records show Abby and Josh are now officially married. Abby, one of the conjoined twins, is officially married. When Abby and Brittany were born, separation surgery was risky, and doctors said there was little chance both would survive. So
that's it. So Google, what is it? Abby what?
Abby. No, not Sabby. Abby
tells all. Abby something tell all. She answered like ask me anything. It was an AMA.
Hold on, that's not right. Abby tells all is not right. Where did this go?
Dance Mom's episode.
Abby,
what's her last name? What was her last name? I forget. Hansel?
Married. When Abby and Brittany were born,
Hensel, Abby and Brittany.
That's what I'm looking up. Abby and Brittany Hensel tell all.
All of the questions.
Is this it? Oh my god! It's 48 minutes.
No, not this. Not this. This isn't it. This isn't it.
Okay.
There was Abby Hensel. She's the only one, not Brittany. Brittany doesn't say shit. This isn't Brittany. It's Abby answering all the fucking questions. I don't think the other sister wanted to have anything to do with it. So just Abby Hensel. It's not a video, but it would be like a blog post or some shit.
Oh, it's
Or
not a
just
video.
do AMA. Do AMA.
AMA?
Yeah, ask me anything.
Was it Reddit?
Date? Yeah, it was 2024. That's
This
why
is
Reddit
12
maybe.
years ago. This is 12 years ago.
Yeah, no.
Today.com, no.
Or answers questions about marriage. That's pretty specific. And she,
Yeah, I know it's spelled wrong, but Google will do the rest of it.
Marriage.
1 week ago?
Yes, possibly.
No, not Quora.
Maybe it was that very first. What was the very first video? Or maybe wait, hold on.
April
Answer.
2024.
Yep, this is it.
Is there a video? Or is there just ads everywhere?
I don't know. I hate the internet.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know why it shows me things and then it becomes fleeting. Right? Don't you notice that? Like, this should be a thing that should be easily accessed. This answered. The reason why is because she was like matter of fact about a lot of the stuff.
There's so many pop-ups.
But she's been with this dude, so he's fucking like I know they're two people, right? But it's like two heads, one body, right? Two girls, one body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're smashing. It's like he's having sex with that shared, undercarriage, right?
Yes.
So
2 for the price of 1. Sort of. No.
yeah, I
Moving
guess
on.
is it?
I'm moving on. Double blow jobs all day.
All right. Well,
I don't believe the headphones thing. Come on. She's not gonna put. Hold on. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'll be here. Don't worry. I'm not paying attention.
My guess is she wraps her head in a towel. Do you think they both double moan, like while he's plowing her out? Because they both feel it, like they're like in stereo, like they're fucking
feel it.
They're making sex noises in stereo.
All right,
Like it sounds like a threesome every time they're doing it.
What's this dog doing?
He's bark. It's a wild hog. Yeah.
Wow. The first, what comes to mind? Doesn't matter, had sex. Doesn't matter, had sex.
That's a good one. It says it all.
Imagine one day the owners of the dog blow it off completely, as that's hilarious. And then one day they're at home and they knock at the door, they open the door, and it's
The dog pigs.
It's that fucking pig and like 7 dog pigs.
Yeah, like a whole litter of dog pigs.
Don't ask how the pig knocked on the door; it just did.
Wow,
bro.
Do you think he nutted?
Absolutely.
Do you think he actually got it into the right hole?
No.
Did he butt fucked it? He butt fucked the pig?
And he got like 12 parasites from that thing.
Yo, but that pig just like let it fuck him.
The pig just stood there.
That pig just said like,
what? Don't do that, please. Don't. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, what's he doing?
I'm not even gonna try to run. I'm like, maybe the pig was so traumatized that it was just frozen. Like I'm being raped by a dog. Help!
You know you're embarrassing yourself, right, guys?
And then, all right, just like, let him finish. That pig's gonna go.
This is more embarrassing for you than it is for me.
Then it's for me. Yeah, this pig's just gonna go cry it off in the fucking forest. They're gonna have an awkward conversation with the forest police. Have to have a rape kit done. They're gonna come to the dog's house and arrest him.
Did you just say you have to have a rape kit done? And you have to go to the dog's house
and arrest him.
Wow.
This video fucking, it has a lot. It says a lot. You know how like a picture says 1,000 words? That video has 1 billion. Wedding DJ. This guy's my hero.
Do not come. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
He's so happy.
Look at their reaction, though. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Do you think they realized that it was like Kamala Harris's voice at first? They knew it was Donald Trump immediately. I'm going to come.
So, yeah, I don't know. That might have been a time when that was actually a very popular meme or video thing to make memes out of. But she was butthurt. I like one of these comments. Where there it is. It's like, why do people think this is cool to just suffocate yourself with smoke? Is it just cool because it's weed smoke?
It's epic because you get stupid fucking dumb high because it goes into every orifice, dude.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fun.
because you're dying from lack of
All
oxygen.
right, I understand. But the novelty of it, it's fun for a party. There's always more weed. This is epic. I want to do this to you the next time I see you. We're gonna hotbox you in a fucking bubble.
Ooh-wee.
Woo-wee.
Ooh, it smells good.
It's still going.
Okay.
Wow. I need to get as high as this kid. Hold on.
Somebody should check on him, dude. knock or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At some point, it's just too much. Just look, at the end of the day, smoke is smoke, and smoke can kill you.
I'm like, at what point? Right, I thought about this. Right, my old white man ass was like, "Well, at what point is it smoke inhalation? Do you ever call the EMS? Should we have 911 on dial? Is there a nurse here?" Like, I would be concerned because this is still going. Keep going. That was a skinny kid.
No.
This only the beginning part. I ain't even finished.
Oh.
This is the blowing part.
Oh, play with us. Yes. Ooh.
Zipped it closed. Poor kid.
He probably passed out there. Y'all think he's good just enjoying it. He dying.
Poor fucking kid, dude. Poor fucking kid. R.I.P. kid in the bubble, man. Rest in peace. I hope you made it. Actually, I hope you made it out of there. That's fucking crazy.
Okay, what's this conspiracy now with the earthquake?
Avenue, we have a resident here, David Fisher. He says that this felt like an explosion when it first went off.
At first, I felt a rumble with like a slight boom.
I
thought it was part of the construction, and the next thing you know, my
crazy?
boss.
I want to say something like this is probably a conspiracy with that it wasn't an earthquake, it was some kind of explosion. But
some people thought it was a nuclear test in the mountains of New Jersey or Pennsylvania.
Everyone came out of their houses where I was working and said it felt like an explosion, not like an earthquake. like everyone, but not that they're not experts on earthquakes because New York doesn't get that many earthquakes.
Of course.
But everyone was like something. It felt like an explosion, which was scary. I was like, "There's nothing going on. Like, what's going on?"
Comes in and she was like, "Oh my God, did you feel that?"
I don't think we're going to get any storms after what has been an absolutely brutal week of weather in the city. I mean, Degan, some of the ugliest days in memory were Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Would you not agree?
I would say
Do you think conspiracy theory? Do you think China's using earthquake weapons on Taiwan and the United States?
I don't think HARP should be ruled out.
That's that laser shit?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Anything's possible. Come on. No, not to sound like a conspiracy person, but we don't know shit. We think we know so much, but we don't know shit.
Earthquakes are scary that they happen like that. You know, I mean, like, honestly, I follow a lot of volcano stuff, and they go hand in hand, earthquakes and volcanoes. You know what I mean? With the tectonic plates. And,
We are floating land masses on movable objects on top of lava.
It's a molten ball of rock with an iron core, molten iron core that's still super hot. We're still cooling. There's just a cooled crust. You know how like your pudding gets a skin? We're living on the skin of the hot boiling underneath pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Still, that pudding hasn't cooled yet and will not cool for like another billion years or something like that, or 2 billion years.
And if it does cool, we all die.
I think the Earth stops spinning. It gets real cold, right? No, nothing.
There's probably a video on that as well. What would happen?
Oh man, yeah,
Not
definitely.
if you use the word biblical, but today, biblical. It's been a
come
biblical
on.
week.
In New York City, nearly 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Look at this, lightning striking the
Did
Statue
you
of
read
Liberty.
in the Bible?
What'd you say?
Biblical. Where's biblical? Oh, did lightning strike during? Did lightning strike and then an earthquake happen? That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's a day before, 2 days before.
New York Harbor.
We want to show you a picture. This is from here in New York. Lightning striking the Statue of Liberty.
I mean, initially, within the first couple seconds, the dogs reacted to something, and then within about a second or so, it felt like an explosion. Sounded like an explosion, and you felt waves come up from underneath you. And my initial reaction was that the furnace had exploded. So I yelled down to my son to check the furnace. He said everything was okay. He came up the stairs, and then you felt the house shift back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for about 10 seconds. I've never felt anything like it.
And it's so interesting. The dogs felt it before you did. You said they started barking.
Right. Initially, they started barking, I would say, about 1 or 2 seconds before you felt an explosion. You heard an explosion, and that's what I thought it was.
It hit New Jersey, it hit New York, it hit Philadelphia, even Vermont.
Mike,
reporting
feeling now,
the trembling.
Right about now, after seeing that, like with the lightning and then the earthquake, don't you feel like the Ghostbusters theme song should start like neener 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 neener? I just saw the new Ghostbusters movie this weekend.
I didn't. How was it?
It was pretty. It was nostalgic.
Okay. I don't.
It was worth the
I'll
nostalgia.
wait for it to be on a stream.
Watch it when it streams. Watch it when it streams for sure. It's definitely worth the watch. I mean, I went to the theater just for something to do, but you know, as my boomer ass does, I just go to the movies to go to the movies.
I saw Kick Ass, the first one, by myself. Kick Ass.
No, I didn't go by myself. I just went to the movies.
Oh, well, that's different. I
And
went by
saw
myself.
Ghostbusters. I saw a whole bunch of movies by myself.
It's kind of fun.
I've seen a couple of Star Warses by myself, but it was like the second time watching it because I wanted to go and no one else did. And I seen Jurassic Park mad times by myself. I seen Home Alone by myself mad times. Snuck into the theater. I seen Forrest Gump by myself. A whole bunch of movies around that time.
See, this is definitely a conspiracy. This isn't the way. How do you get out of here?
Oh, well, speaking about conspiracies and yeah.
Wait, what were you saying?
There you go. Speaking about conspiracy theories.
Differently than
I remember any solar eclipse ever being treated in my lifetime.
It's true. I agree with
NASA
that.
apparently will fire 3 rockets at the solar eclipse.
They're firing up the CERN
Will
collider.
become visible during the solar eclipse in April. CERN to test the
Yeah,
world's
Devil
most powerful
Comet.
particle accelerator during
Yeah.
April's solar eclipse.
All state of emergency in a whole bunch of states.
Powers our universe. All of these things have led people like red-headed libertarian to say it almost sounds like the world leaders are trying to summon the Antichrist. Yeah, almost. I mean, they are also definitely doing that. They actually built a giant altar to sacrifice a red heifer in Israel, specifically to summon the Antichrist. It's just a lot of weird things.
You need a catastrophe in order to focus people's minds, in order to change. Only a catastrophe can shake humankind and open the path to a real system of global governance.
And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for light."
Okay. So, is this the anonymous page? Is it? It is. So when did anonymous become super like religious?
Religious radicals, yeah.
Right? When did not? I wouldn't say radical. They're not saying.
It's funny because they used to be super like activist.
Yes,
they were the
Guy Fawkes
the
mask, the mask from V for
Yes.
Vendetta. It was about
Mastermind-
anarchy, but in a
mastermind
safe
of-
way.
of
Get rid of
Occupy-
government.
Occupy Wall Street. They orchestrated Occupy Wall Street and Zuccotti Park as well as Occupy Everywhere, and then they sort of went away. A lot of those guys did get arrested,
The Million Mask March.
and then after a few of the guys went down, that's when the QAnon motherfuckers took over 4chan. You know what I mean?
So did QAnon take over fucking anonymous?
In a way, it didn't take over Anonymous, but a lot of people hopped over to the next, internet cult, because Anonymous had purpose, though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? There was like moral, like high moral intent with a lot of that, but Q is just like fucking Dungeons and Dragons with Donald Trump being the main character, which is insane.
In the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Firmament of the heaven.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what's about to happen on April 8th of 2024. First of all, CERN is going to be starting up their Hadron Collider to collide two atoms to produce what they're looking for called the God particle.
Oh, really?
Not only that,
the Higgs
NASA
boson.
is launching rockets into the eclipse, and they call the mission after an Egyptian serpent deity.
Huh.
Is there snakes that live in space?
I don't know. It's
Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
The cicadas are coming by the billions. First time since we've seen them since 1803, covering a large swath of the United States of America.
Some kind of joke. You just put me on.
yeah, but 18
Red heifers are about to be sacrificed.
It is, but it's not.
A lot of conspiracies are bubbling up just in the in the eve of this solar eclipse that I'm not even going to get to see it at 100%. It's only going to be 46% by us, or close to 50. It's 46% in Miami, and we're a little north of Miami, so we might see it a little bit halfway, but still not total for everybody.
For the first time in
Only
thousands
mine.
of years, setting the pages of prophecy on fire. There's a massive solar eclipse coming across the United States, forming an X marks the spot in southern Illinois. That's got to be prophetic. Not only that, we've got wars and rumors of wars and more.
And I would say about 20 after 10, if that was the time, there was a gigantic explosion.
Wow, they're
sound.
linking earthquakes to
And,
this.
It was like,
That's a big
I
leap.
looked around the club, there were about
It's a big leap.
75.
What's the big leap? The giant explosions?
Well, no, the earthquake to the eclipse. You know what I mean?
Do you know what that's about? That statement. Don't forget to wear like the glasses and blah blah blah.
You can make a box. You can make a viewing
Because
box.
they don't
out of a
want
cereal
people
box.
to stare at the fucking sun. It's still the fucking sun.
I got a question, right? I got a question. If it makes you go blind, don't ever do it. If you do it, you will be blind. Wouldn't a lot of people be blind every year that there's
Exactly. It doesn't make
across
you
the
go.
path of every single one? And not
yes,
only
it
that, wouldn't all the animals be blind in the wake of a fucking eclipse? Wouldn't every animal that's just exposed to the sun just go blind? Would there be more blind animals under eclipses? Nobody's talking about that. It's insane.
No one goes blind.
Is that really true, though? Because I sort of believe you.
No, it's true. Absolutely true. This is a fact. Okay, not no one goes blind. I'm sure some
people
asshole goes.
Yeah. Maybe looking through the wrong lens or something like that.
When you look directly at the sun, what happens?
You should not do that. Ever.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's just general knowledge. So same reason why you should just not look at the sun or stare at the sun is the same reason why you shouldn't probably stare at an eclipse. But they said like the beams get more intense as the sun's squeezed around it. I'm like, but then why don't people go blind during every sunset then? Right?
They just don't want you staring at the sun.
If
Why?
you look, yeah, but
You know
I've
why?
looked at the sun on the horizon and it's fine. I'm
You know why
fine.
they don't want you looking at the sun?
Why?
Because then you realize the sun doesn't rise and doesn't set. It just goes further away in
Oh,
a straight line.
Because we're on a flat
Because
Earth.
the Earth is flat.
Because the Earth is flat.
Yeah. You see?
People here, and everybody was looking around. It's like, that's not normal. And then a couple of the United employees came over my way, and one of them said, "What was that?" And somebody else said, "I've never heard anything like that."
As the tremors were being felt throughout the city, of course, as we take a look at it here. You know, it's interesting because some people were saying it felt like a train was going by when you were talking to Maurice Dubois. Wasn't he saying he thought a train was going by, but he doesn't have a train line right next to his place?
And the tremors sent a web of cracks into a driveway in Morrisville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. My heart is like still racing. And, 10 minutes away, someone I know didn't feel it. And then 15 minutes the other way, they felt it. So it's just very odd and kind of scary.
With shockwaves felt 300 miles away.
People in at least 10 states and even right here in the nation's capital experienced some shaking. The aftershocks are still coming tonight.
It was just very strong. I'm actually still hearing rumblings. I don't know what it is. And just a little bit ago, I felt
Godzilla.
I don't know, tremor, aftershock. Like I said, I'm not used to this stuff.
Huh.
So we are still hearing.
Ashley, was it similar to what you heard initially more than an hour ago?
Not as strong. Definitely not as strong. But every 5-10 minutes, maybe spacing out longer, it sounds like thunder. And I don't know what it is, if it has something to do with the earthquake, but I'm definitely hearing it. And then, like I said a little bit ago, again, felt something, definitely not as strong, but it was something. So I don't know if that's the result of the earthquake, but like I said, I'm right by the epicenter, and that was just very surreal.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what you see. You can see that stuff falling from the walls. The dog there, a little bit freaked out by this.
Dog jumped up on the
The
table.
force of that quake as the dog stood atop a dining room table. Another one was, you could see it wandering down below. Their owner wrote on social media, "Yes, our husky sleeps on the dining room table while we're not home."
In Middlesex, you could see and hear when books and items fell off the shelves inside that home. You could see how intense the shaking of the camera was, and that's what people described feeling throughout their body at 10:23 this morning in this area. At this point, officials here in Hunterdon County urging people or business owners to report any damage that's occurred so they could get a sense of really how widespread the impacts are. And by the way, this is the second.
This thing is like it is like a 4.8, 5, like close to a 5. The buildings in that part of the country aren't built for that shit. You know what I mean?
Nothing here is.
You know.
I mean, I think they're built to withstand some shaking and movement because the earth, no matter what, moves occasionally, but it's not built for an earthquake.
Like brick buildings and like the skyscrapers in Manhattan and Jersey City, and you know what I mean? Like that's like I'd take a look at some of that shit after that, you know? Because God forbid, because that happens all the time though. Because you've seen even after the nor'easter that you guys got a couple days ago, or like a week ago, like facade was like falling off of buildings from like wind and rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So bricks were like hitting the street anyway.
Yep.
But after an earthquake, that shit happens like mad. So I keep an eye out for falling debris for a little while. A little while if I'm in Manhattan, that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So next time I'm in New York, it'll be like, hopefully it won't be like I'm visiting, you know.
The next time you're in New York, it's gonna be the end of the world. Don't worry.
No, in New York,
You're gonna be the worst time
Hopefully it won't
possible
be
because
like
you'll have
I'm
none
visiting,
of your guns and none of your things
you know.
to protect you, and you're like, fuck.
The
why did I
next
come
time
to this
you're
fucking
in
place?
New York,
it's gonna be the end of
But I got to get back here to do the podcast on Wednesdays.
You're
and
gonna be the
Sundays.
worst time
It's pretty-
possible because you'll have none of your guns and none of your